Hey guys, how's it going? Today I'm bringing you a video where I'll be going over what I have in my backpack and the most efficient way to pack it. First off, we're just going to go over some gear. We're going to look at our toiletry kit, first aid kit, lightweight cup, hiking poles, mountain house meal, GSI cook stove, 3 pieces of a tent. We have a rain cover because I live in BC and it gets extremely wet here. Over on this side we have a change of clothes and a compression sack. If you're planning on saving space, I would highly recommend investing in a compression sack. They save a lot of space. Over here for water we're going to have just a regular stainless steel water bottle and a full CamelBak. Obviously people are going to want to bring some personal items, whether that be extra changes of clothes or flip-flops or whatever you like. Most of that stuff is small enough it can be fit into any nook or cranny that you need to. Now we're going to take a look at a backpack over here. I have a nice backpack. It's not too expensive, not too cheap. Let's take a look at that now. Okay, so looking at the backpack, there's a few compartments. First off, we have the obvious main compartment. It's fairly large. This is a 32-liter backpack. We have a top compartment with 2 zippers. I like to put my food up here just because it has easy access and you can unclip it, and then you can go hang it from the tree. You don't have to carry an extra bag to keep your food away from animals. The thing that I like about this backpack is that it has a bottom designated sleeping bag area, so it doesn't interfere with any of the stuff that you have in your main compartment. It's pretty normal. What else? Front pouch. Oh, I have a CamelBak in there. Don't need that. Front pouch. Simple, normal. On the back. The back of this backpack actually has, a reinforcing piece of plastic here that keeps the backpack straight. Lots of padding, it's fairly comfortable, and it also has lots of straps and stuff that you can tighten to fit your body better. The waistband is pretty normal, regular clip, large clips, not regular, and a small pouch where you can keep snacks or whatever you like. Some people like to put a first aid kit in here, some people like to put snacks. It is all up to you. So let's actually get to packing this backpack and see what we can do. Okay, so something that you should keep in mind while packing your backpack, it's very important. You want all of the heavy things like your water and all the metal for your tent and your cook set and your water bottles, anything heavy, so things that aren't clothes or food or first aid kits, everything heavy should be on your back. So keeping that in mind, first off we're going to put our sleeping bag where the sleeping bag goes in the sleeping bag compartment. Take your sleeping bag. I don't think this is important, but let's get that in there. Attempt to zip it up while getting everything snagged in the zipper. Alright, so we got our sleeping bag in there. I'm just going to make sure that that sleeping bag holder thing is still back there. Sorry, still connected. It's back there. I know it's back there. Alright, so next off we are going to take our... What's next? I'm going to grab my CamelBak and my water bottle, because these are heavy. This has air in it right now, but normally they have water, which would make it heavy. And I'm going to slip it into, I don't know if you can see that, but there's a pouch back there, right against the back, that I can put heavy things like this in. Alright. I'm trying to go fast, so I'm not being too polite with my gear right now. I'm going to shove that in there. So we got our heavy stuff near our back. Next thing we're going to do is take another heavy thing, put it to the bottom of the bag, because you don't want to have that weight on your shoulders. The trick is to go from heaviest to lightest when you're packing. This also is going to go in the bottom of the backpack, along with, actually this can wait. I'm going to take these holes now for my tent, and I'm going to slot them down the side, but slot them down the side onto the back of the backpack, and then I will push all my clothes on top of this to keep it at the back. That's another good tip, is if you use your clothes to pin heavy things to the back, it'll just help keep everything in its place. So, what's next? I'm going to grab the tent. This is the big part of the tent. I'm going to slide it down. This is lighter now. That's where we're getting into lighter stuff. I'm going to push it down to the bottom of the backpack. Another reason things like that are going in the bottom is because you don't need them as often. Sec. I'm actually going to put all my clothes in my compression sack right now. Okay, so now I'm done. I put all of my clothes in my compression sack, and to get back what I was talking to you before, you want to keep this in mind when you're packing. Think about how hard it is to get things. So you're not going to want to put your food in the very bottom of your backpack, or your rain clothes, or your first aid kit. You want to keep those things towards the top where you can access them quickly and without pulling everything out of your backpack. So I have rain gear in here, or I could have rain gear in here. So I want this towards the top, which I'm getting towards the top now. Backpack's filling up. So that's right there, that's on the front. That's the lightest thing I have, other than the rainfly. Rainfly is going to go right beside it. At the very front of my backpack. I'm going to actually use this compartment for my first aid kit. Normally I would just put random things that I want, like maybe a pair of slippers or some sort of comfort item in there. Okay, actually, forgot about this. Backpack cover, also going to put in the front. Easily accessible, so when it starts raining I can set my backpack down, grab it quickly without having to tear anything out of my backpack. I actually made that mistake one time, and I put my rain cover at the very bottom of my backpack, and I had to take everything out to get my rain cover, and that was extremely disappointing. It was not fun. All my stuff got wet and I was really cold. So we're just going to shove this cup in there. No special place for it. And we will close this up. Normally if I was going on a big trip I'd spend a lot more time packing my backpack, but for video purposes I'm trying to go quickly. Tighten those, like that. Get this tight back here. The reason there's nothing in the top compartment is because I don't have any food right now. Normally I would put all my food for however many days I'm going out in this top compartment, and you know, there's lots of space there. Forgot about the mountain house. There we go, there is something in the top compartment. So we have that up there. So right now the backpack's all sealed up. Obviously it's not tightened properly, a whole bunch of the straps are flying everywhere just because I'm not paying too much attention to them. But this would be a good time to show you where you can put your hiking poles. A lot of people try and put their sleeping pads on the side of their bag, but that actually isn't too effective because it pulls you one way and then you end up getting sore from that. A good place to put your sleeping pads are on the very bottom of your bag. My bag actually has straps for it. Most bags have this, I don't know what you want to call it, mesh stuff at the bottom where you can tie things to it or strap things on, it doesn't matter. I'm just going to put my sleeping pad on the bottom of my bag. humongous sleeping pad. And strapping it on to one of the extra female ends of the clips. Give me a second. There we go, we got one. And we got a little bit lopsided, but only because of the size of the sleeping pad. We can take our hiking poles. Normally I would put like a cloth on the bottom of these because they are extremely pointy and I don't want them to poke through this, but for time purposes I'm going to set that in there, loosen this up, then around, tighten it. Okay, so before I show you guys the backpack on me, I'm going to tighten everything up and fix it all, make it look pretty. But for now, yep, that's about it. Okay, so here we are. We got the backpack. I actually took the rain cover and the first aid kit out of the front pouch and put it into the top food pouch because it was bulging out and it didn't look right. Tightened everything up. It all feels good. I can feel that the bottom of the backpack's a lot heavier because I set all the heavy stuff onto the bottom. So it's not pulling on my shoulders, it's not pushing back too hard. You know, I can pull this and I can hold that with my pinkies. So there's not a lot of weight on my shoulders, it's all on my hips, and that's what you want. Alright guys, thanks for watching. I hope you got something out of this video. I hope you learned something. Have fun going out and doing what you do. If you want me to make more of these videos, leave me a comment in the comment box below telling me what I should do. I really don't know what to do next, but